Hello, good morning, and welcome to everyone this beautiful Monday morning. A hot Monday morning, July 15th, 2024. Welcome to Nate Podcast, everyone. Oh man, I just love this music, y'all. We be dancing in New Orleans. We love music. Mm. Yes, indeed. We welcome everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining Nate Podcast. So much going on in the world today. We thank y'all for listening today. We thank you for the support. Thank you. Mm, this song, y'all. I love this song. Let me go ahead and sit down and get ready for my podcast. Okay, y'all. I'm chill. I'm good. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Okay, happy Monday to everyone in the USA. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure everybody's heard about the Trump assassination attempt that happened 2 days ago. And boy, I tell you, or should I say, girl, baby, it's a lot going on in the world today, and it's going from bad to worse, y'all. Just think of what we've had the past 4, 5, 6 years, y'all. We had COVID, we had lockdowns, we've had all kinds of stuff. Louisiana, we had Hurricane Ida in 2021. Wildfires going on all over the world, earthquakes. It's just so much, y'all. And now politically, we have the attempted assassination of Donald Trump over in Butler, Pennsylvania. Now, first, let me go ahead and say this, y'all. I do not endorse violence. I'm a peaceful man. I love peace. I love a life of less stress. I love being kind to others. So I am not endorsing any violence, and I pray that you do the same thing. Do not endorse any violence. The reason why I say that, and I wanted to get that disclaimer out the way, disclosure, it's been some very evil reactions to the result of them attempting to assassinate Donald Trump, or should I say, the shooter attempting to assassinate Donald Trump. A lot of people have been like, "Oh, he missed," and some were like, "Oh, he had one job." I mean, this is unacceptable that we're talking about um, killing someone, right? If you want to see the man go to jail, fine, but taking somebody's life, or wishing that, that creates a bad frequency, and the universe can come back to you and say, "Oh, remember you had an evil in your heart to wish someone dead." So we never want to wish anyone dead, y'all. But this assassination attempt of Donald J. Trump on July 13, 2024 was unbelievable, y'all. I thought I was dreaming when I heard that. I was sitting in PJ's Coffee. I had me a nice little piece of cake, studying my notes. And of course, I'm checking all the news. And then I saw, I think it was like 20 minutes. I caught it 20 minutes after the fact, so I was one of the first people to see it. I was like, wait a minute. I'm looking at the footage. I'm like, no, I must be dreaming. This must be, a nightmare or something. So I look at the footage again, and lo and behold, it turned out to be true, the assassination attempt. And then ABC reported it, NBC, and then finally CNN. And I noticed how some news stations kind of downplayed Trump's assassination attempt, which is not good. But ladies and gentlemen, we have entered into a very, very shaky moment in American history. It's very, very horrible that our kids have seen this. Our kids have been through COVID, lockdowns, vaccine mandates, depression. Kids are vaping. They got cell phone addiction. With all this negativity, y'all, and then And then we see an assassination attempt on former President Donald J. Trump. Killing someone is unacceptable, y'all. Unacceptable. And now I've been hearing mixed emotions. I've been hearing mixed theories and, different explanations to what happened. Some people saying, it was real and by the grace of God, the bullet went a few centimeters in the right direction. Because had it gone in the wrong direction, it would have, hit former President Trump in a negative way. And that would have been more damage in the headshot. And on the other hand, y'all, we have people saying, "Oh, it was staged. Um, it was all pre-planned because people saw the shooter, a minute before the shooting started. Law enforcement stood down, didn't do nothing until pop, 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 pop. You hear those pops, and then the Secret Service for Trump they responded. So I'm hearing different kind of reactions, y'all. But we do not endorse violence. Nate Jones is a peaceful person, and I always preach peace to pretty much everyone because I'm a peaceful person. Amen. But everyone, we have just entered a very, very shaky stage, very, very murky stage in the history of the United States. And I encourage you to just continue loving each other, y'all. It's all a game. It's a game. It's two sides of the same coin. You got Democrat on one side, Republican on the other. Just think about it, y'all. For years, they've been having these same two parties, Republican and Democrat. India has about 20 parties, y'all. And we only got two. We can't even have three or four. So they want to keep y'all focused on two options. That's basically what it is. Obama wears red ties. Obama wears blue ties. Trump wears red ties. Trump wears blue ties. Biden does the same. And they all wear purple ties too. So it's a game, y'all. Don't let this get you aroused emotionally. Whether you think this was a real attempt and, the Lord saved Trump, or whether you believe this was staged. And I can make arguments, y'all, on both sides. Both sides, I can make arguments. But don't let it get you stirred up emotionally, y'all. They want us to kill each other. Look what they did during COVID, y'all. You couldn't even see your grandma because you didn't get vaccinated. And some of y'all, including myself, still haven't seen our family members because of the divisiveness of the vaccines. And by the way, y'all, Trump started the vaccines in June 2020, and Joe Biden enforced the vaccines the next year. So they both pawns. One's the red team, one's the blue team. And that's all I got to say, y'all. Remember American Gladiators and those Nickelodeon games a long time ago? You heard me? You had the red team, you had the blue team. That's what it is. So it's all a game, y'all. And we want y'all to be peaceful, loving. We want you to reassure your neighbors. Um, when it comes to racial tensions, let's love each other. I mean, if you love black, then love black. If you love white, then love white. Asian, love Asian. Hispanic, love Hispanic. And then respect other people, right? We all pay taxes. We all Americans. So we have a measure of freedom that other countries do not have. I mean, we can post stuff on the internet and Facebook and, you know, in Russia, you can't do that. China, you go to jail. North Korea, they shut all outside information out of their society. So be thankful that we're Americans, y'all. We must remain peaceful to each other. We got to continue to, show some sign of unity, because Russia and China are watching the numbers very, very close. And when they see that people are getting tired of each other, and trust me, they have boots on the ground in our country. When they see things going from bad to worse, that's when they're gonna slowly, start helping us with the downfall of America. I mean, if they want to punch us in the mouth, that's fine. But if we punch each other in the mouths while they punching us in the mouth, you going down. You going down. We going down. This country's going down. So everybody, I encourage you, stay strong, be resilient. This is the United States of America. The system we have is good. It's a good system, y'all. A very, very good system. A system that gives you the right to bear arms. A system that makes slavery illegal. But it's those people in there that are being snakes in our system. So don't let the snakes deceive you or bite you. Just continue to love each other, because it's going to get worse, y'all. I think they might have another attempt in the future on Trump. I think they're going to try something again, y'all, on President Trump. Whether it's going to be a show or whether it's real. But I think Trump is going to be the next president, even though I may not want to see that. Project 2025 doesn't look too good. But you see how they're playing with our emotions, y'all? We went from Joe Biden stuttering and, old age, and we swung all the way over to Trump surviving a bullet, y'all. This is probably the biggest emotional swing in the history of the United States. Did you hear me? This has got to be bad for the Democrats. You went from fighting against yourselves, trying to get Joe Biden to step down, and then all of a sudden, Trump was about to pose a little bit, and then Trump survives a bullet, and he gets all this media coverage. That's got to be the biggest swing, y'all. So don't get caught up in the okey doke, because things are going to go from bad to worse. Keep your cool, keep your faith, stay level headed, y'all, and don't let the media get you all hyped up. That's their plan, is to get us emotionally involved, emotionally spent, and to drain us so that we can hurt each other and destroy the USA from within. Maybe continue to fortify each other, y'all. This is the greatest nation to ever exist. A nation that abolished slavery, y'all. A nation that has seen African Americans on the rise, y'all. So let's keep our country tight, y'all. Let's fight for each other. Now we're going to pause for a brief minute and give a few seconds for a local advertisement. We love supporting local business. Hey there, New Orleans. Are you looking for a nice tour guide? Want to explore the French Quarter and CBD area of New Orleans? Well, look no further. Legacy Tours is the place for you. Call Legacy Tours and book your tour for your family, your kids, and even your students. Many of our kids in high school and middle school, this will do them a tremendous benefit to explore their city and upping their IQ of the Big Easy and all that we have to offer. So don't delay. Call today and book your tour with Legacy Tour, and they will get you a nice tour in the French Quarter and CBD area. Call today. Welcome back. everyone to Nate Podcast. Thank y'all so much for supporting. Thank you for listening. Thank y'all for staying with us. Our channel is small, but we're planning to get more viewers and more subscribers. So we love talking about local events. I love talking about New Orleans and, of course, the United States of America. Thank y'all for staying with us. We were talking about the Trump assassination attempt, y'all. Now, you might be wondering, well, what does Nate think about it? Does Nate believe that this was real and Trump dodged a bullet, no pun intended? Or does Nate think that this is staged, a whole show? Well, let me go ahead and come at you from this angle. I looked at this coverage, video footage of the whole assassination attempt and when Trump fell down on the stage. And I noticed some strange things in the audience, y'all. For one, I saw a few people, strange looking people in the audience, y'all, behind Trump. He had people in front of him, and there was also people behind him that we saw, on TV. There was a couple of weird characters, y'all. So I need y'all to go back and look at that video and be like, wow, what is this person doing here? Like, they're acting strange. Second, y'all, if this was black people, y'all, and they heard shots, people would have been running for the exits. If that was my people, you heard me, if that was black people, y'all, I think we would have responded a little bit different. Because, black people, when we hear shots, one of us start running. Next thing you know, 10 of us running. The next thing you know, we all running to get out of there, I've been in places, where there were gunshots and everybody just ran out of the auditorium, or the venue. And thankfully, I was unscathed. But, when you hear gunshots, you try to go to safety and get out of the danger zone. Amen. So that was peculiar, y'all. Number 3, the shooter was spotted by witnesses a minute before we started shooting, y'all. How about that? It's all coming out in the news media, and it's healthy to question these things. Why did the Secret Service delay in shooting the guy? They could have shot him the moment the witnesses spotted him, before he got off those 8 shots towards President Trump and the crowd. So that kind of had my, had me scratching my head, so to speak. But think about that, y'all. I probably won't, give you my honest opinion about this, but things look kind of suspicious. And even when you look at the numbers, which I won't go into, but as I was saying, I don't condone violence, and I'm glad President Trump is okay, whether this was real or fake. But glad he's okay. And, this is something that we don't need in 2024. There's a lot of craziness in the world. Amen. But I was looking at a lot of angles, looking at this footage of the Trump rally many, many times. And, it's just some things that didn't add up, When stuff don't add up, y'all, what do? You start subtracting. You subtract this component, that component, this component, and then you can see, oh, wow, okay, well, this doesn't look good. This looks out of place. But nonetheless, y'all, this is some scary times we're living in. Very, very scary times we're living in. And we have to remain calm, and all this divisiveness has got to go away, y'all. It's got to go away. We can't let them dictate our emotions. Our emotions should stay at home in our castle. Anything on the outside should never affect us, right? Don't let the outside world make you divisive and turn against your family and friends and coworkers because it's not healthy. So this whole ordeal, y'all, assassination attempt, it's just been one whole stress maker, and it's starting to show some people's true colors. I mean, you can't just laugh and say, "Oh, the shooter had one job and he missed," and other TikTokers say, "Well, oh, you could have gone down in history with John Wilkes Booth and uh, Oswald, the assassins of Lincoln and JFK. You had one job. No, we can't be like that. That's unacceptable. I know it's a lot of Trump haters, and there's people who hate Biden. But you gotta understand, y'all, this is a game, and they're playing with people's emotions, and we gotta be careful that we don't get caught up in the hype, because that's exactly what they want. But this this whole assassination attempt, everybody, I think it's going to swing things Trump's way. And I didn't vote for Trump, and I would never vote for Trump. But now Trump seems like he's unbeatable now. I mean, what are the Democrats gonna do now? I think they're gonna wait to after the RNC and see who Trump picks as his vice president, and then maybe they'll try to get some dirt on whoever he chooses, because one candidate might be stronger or weaker than other candidates that President Trump is considering for his vice president at the RNC. So we just gotta wait till maybe Friday at the latest. But the Democrats are in trouble, y'all. And like I said, it's a game. It appears, if it's a game, it appears that they are in trouble. And with that being said, if the Democrats are in trouble, everybody, then if Trump gets in there and follows through with Project 2025, um, that could be very bad. That could be very, very bad. And another way I feel about this is I remember 4 years ago when the COVID happened and Trump caught COVID, a lot of people were saying, well, Trump is pretending to have COVID so people could feel sorry for him. He caught COVID 2 months before the election in 2020, y'all. They made a big deal about it. So was he pretending then? So what about today? Is all this whole thing just a show? This attempted assassination? Is it a show? Is Trump part of the deep state? I think they're all connected somehow, but we can't let them get to us emotionally. We got to remain calm, stable, and keep our cool, y'all. I think they might try it again. If it's real or if they want to play a game, they gonna try something again, y'all. 9/11 got us all emotional. Um, COVID got us emotional, and now we got this assassination attempt, which is just as big because people have opinions, people have political affiliations, people have preferences in certain candidates, and not everybody's stirred emotionally. Amen. But just remember, y'all, to love each other. Don't let them divide us because they're all crooks. And by the way, crooks, the shooter, his name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. They're all crooks, y'all. They're all crooks. Biden is just as dirty as Trump. Kamala is just as dirty as Marco Rubio or whoever, Tim Scott. They all dirty, y'all. They all done some dirt. Obama's dirty. So don't let them get you riled up emotionally because Russia and China are watching, y'all. So let me ask you this question. Is this the end? The beginning of the end of the United States? Are we at the precipice? At the inflection point? Well, it's up to you. It's up to us. We can't be so divisive. Especially if we're divisive in the military. How are we going to be efficient in the military if our soldiers are divided? You see? So, as civilians, if we divided and there's an invasion and we don't have any cohesion, then we're screwed. It's going to be every block, every family for themselves. And if nobody's helping each other, they're going to go block by block and pick us apart. And if you work with the military, you know what I'm talking about. Amen. So just think about that, y'all. And continue to love each other. These are the last days. Critical times, hard to deal with. And most of this is just a game. It's a show. Because they know that it's over. How many presidents do we have left? I think we only have 3 or 4. We're getting close, y'all. Democracies only last 250 years. 250 years. So again, we preach peace. We preach love. We preach togetherness. We want everybody in America to look out for each other. Because people coming across the border, y'all, they don't have your best interests at heart. And they're slowly infiltrating our country. A lot of these are single men, ages 18 to 25. No kids, no wives, no families. So what you think they're going to do? They are primed and ready to fight. So a lot of Chinese nationals coming in too. So how about we stop all this bickering, all this fighting, and just help each other, and we'll be all right, y'all. We'll be just fine. But don't let this assassination attempt stir you up emotionally. Just remember, stay calm, love each other, and let's be kind. If you do that, we can survive as a nation. Well, y'all, I thank y'all for listening. We appreciate you staying with us for Nate Podcast. And as we mentioned, we're a small channel, but we thank you for all the support. We thank you for listening. And I'm going to try to do another podcast later this week and see what the former president's going to do and who he's going to pick for his VP. Because once he picks that VP, the Democrats are going to probably game plan and see, hey, let's see where angle we can go at to put some dirt on the Republicans. But remember, it's a game. Love each other, respect each other, and be kind. And we will see you next week.